One of the keys to learning is to allow time for reflection, the time to think and to meditate, and to really analyze what it is that's been taught and what it is that they're soaking in. And so we want to be able to talk about, okay, what are some creative ways to give people an opportunity to reflect on what it is that you've been teaching them, whether it be your leaders in teaching Kid Story in a workshop or kids in a class doing a Bible story. Let's explore that today here on Kid Story Quick Tips. Well, I want to give you 3 different creative ways to allow people to reflect on what it is that you've been trying to teach them. They're fun, they're colorful, they've got objects to them. They're ways for people to be visual in their reflection time. You might find 3 different objects that have colors in them like I have here. It could be colored paper, it could be crayons, it could be anything that has these colors. And you might recognize them. I've got a green, red, and yellow. Most universally, those are found in a stoplight. And so we want to use these colors today to talk about, okay, how can I get my kids or my leaders to reflect on what it is that I've been trying to guide them and teach them and facilitate a discussion about? Well, green might be, okay, what do I need to go on? What is it that you've shown me that I need to start moving ahead on? That could be your green. The red could be, okay, what do I need to stop? What is it that I have been doing that God is showing me, you know what, I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Or I don't need to be teaching in that way anymore, but I need to do something different. So I need to stop something. And yellow might be, okay, what do I need to ponder? What do I need to reconsider? What do I need to question about? Or what do I need to slow down in order to bring about the things that have been discussed in the class today? So use the 3 colors. Another way to do it is I call it the ABCs. And all you're going to do is you have a little statement and they need to fill in the blanks. The A would be, I am blank. The B would be, I believe blank. And the C would be, I can or I will. And the way I love to use these is I preface these statements with, what is God saying to you? What is the Holy Spirit revealing in your heart that you can fill in these blanks? I am, I believe, or I can, or I will. I was doing this the other day, and I was leading a discussion on the story of Jesus blesses the children. And, you know, God revealed something really new to me. It was that he could turn my mourning into joy. And so when I came to this part of the reflection time, I picked the B, I believe. And it was, the statement that I used was, I believe God can truly turn my mourning into joy. So you could use the ABCs. The third one that I want to show you today is using a keyboard. Now, a keyboard has a number of different keys. You could use an actual keyboard on a computer, or you can pull out your phone and use the keyboard on your phone. And there are different keys there that you could kind of take off from. The question mark, what questions do you have? The shift key, I'm going to shift my ministry, or I'm going to shift the way I do things, or I'm going to shift my thinking. It could be the exclamation mark, I am really excited about. Look at the different keys. See which ones might fit into a discussion or an ending, a reflection that people can utilize at the end of your teaching. And that brings me to my final point. You know, we've always talked about the head, the heart, and the hand questions, and to make sure to leave time for those hand questions. Well, what we've talked about here today, about the reflection, these are your hand questions. So make sure to leave time for people to reflect, for people to think and ponder and wonder about, okay, what is God doing in my heart, in my mind, in my life that I need to continue practicing on or continue to follow through on and be obedient to what God's leading me to and what He's shown me in our discussion and through the Bible story that we've just talked about. So remember, leave time for that hand question and let them ponder, let them reflect so that the true learning is going from the head down to the heart. Thanks for joining us here today on Kid Story Quick Tips. We'll see you again. God bless you.